See, I done lost too many brothers to this shit. And I'll be damned if I let another nigga come in my way. Pause. Nikque. Hold up, before we get started, I need to roll up. Been keeping shit transparent, like a donut. See-through, going in circles, lost in a moment. Listening to the friends of distinction, I'm getting old, huh? Loped up, fighting with moms like this your role, son. But a nigga lost in the sauce, so getting colder. Daddy wasn't present, so I learned this on my own, huh? Had to take responsibility, you know my owners. Don't you ever get it confused, I am a loner. Cause every single day of my life, I felt alone, cuz walking with the Lord by my side, could see no weapon. If ever formed against me, had ever prospered, it never stopped me. But I still battle with depression. Behind was a nigga that felt less than. Smiling in your face, but behind it build up tension. Wanna punch a wall or crack a skull, which one's the best fit? First fight, it was over a bitch. The next fight, well, that's where we begin. Jump 30 times, this shit is pitiful. Sex, money, murder, G-Shine, I get it in with dudes. First time introduced to gang ties. Favorite color red, but a nigga always fighting slimes that turn a nigga cold. Harlem world, it's a jungle, nigga, hold your own. A little nigga fold. These is constant conversations to keep me up in the status of the fucking compilation. My nightmares replay the pain kit, found comfort and revenge shit. Cause when these niggas will cross the line, I'm on some next shit. Catch a nigga, lay his ass out, go in his pockets. Make that boy a target, double up my profit. Nikque, you gotta stop this. Look into the mirror, I still see that boy. I lace him up, then I step out, I'm like, see ya, boy. This a man's game, pretty motherfucker. I'm locked up, niggas screaming free Nikque from the block, huh? This is validation, I'm scared, but nigga, I made it. C-block, I get pressed before I get to sleep, huh? My thoughts racing, now we stuck in getting impatient. This fucked up mirror got me looking at the devil's face, kid. The king gets back out, a menace what they call me, so let me act out. Do you know what it's like, staring into death's mouth? On the one train, it got eerie shit, I blacked out. Had this vision clear as day, no pilot, I ain't see a thing. When I turned around, all I could see was the angel's face. Black. So I ain't seen that, but y'all niggas ain't even follow me. I don't think y'all hearing me. 30 seconds in that world was 30 minutes in reality. Clear sight, see the vision, execute with accuracy. I'm the one they tend to seek. Tell y'all more about the king. Hibbity hobbity hoo, hello world, that's the birth of Nikque. Story too.
Politics as usual, season 5. We got a special guest in the building. My guy Nikque, what's happening?
What's happening, King? What's up?
Yes, sir. I'm good, man. How you feeling today?
I'm blessed to be alive, man. I'm blessed to be alive. Everything's good.
Slid up in here on this rainy day, you know what I mean? We getting past that Hurricane Ian, however they pronounce it, but you know, we here making it happen.
Prayers to Florida, of course, you know.
Yeah. Can you, definitely prayers for Florida. Yeah. Can you tell the people where you're from?
I'm originally from Long Island. Shout out Long Beach, shout out Brentwood. Grew up in Harlem, of course, you know, got it tatted. And I rep Jersey, Bergen County. So, you know, I'm everywhere.
So what was it like growing up? Because it sounded like you did a lot of traveling.
Growing up, I'll be honest with you, I grew up in Long Island for a little bit till 4th grade, which was cool. I had the suburban lifestyle. Everything was, you know, the bikes, all of that, white neighbors. Then I moved to Harlem, and I got to experience what it was like to grow up in the hood. You know, gunshots, fire trucks, you know, police, everything, all of that. Loud parties at 3 a.m. You know, then I had the opportunity because I got into some stuff in Harlem. and moved out to Bergen County and got the opportunity to just experience what it was like to actually be away from the chaos, be away from the hood, you know, and be in the suburbs again. Because I did it when I was little, but that's not really much that you're able to take in living in that environment. So, you know, I was able to live in the worst of the worst and pretty comfortable lifestyle, honestly.
You've been through it all.
Yeah, definitely. It's in my music, so yeah.
Facts. How did you get into music?
My best friend. Like, you know, everybody always, you know, does the clips. Shout out to the clips. You know, they do the grinding beat on the lunch table, doing a little whatever. But my best friend, shout out Sully, he met him in the parking lot and he was like, yo, do you rap? You know, a little white kid asking a black guy, do you rap? So I was like, nah, bro, I don't rap. And he's like, yo, like, I rap. And I was like, all right, like, dope, you want to play something? Like, go ahead. He played it. I'll be honest, love you. You know, he got me tatted on him, love, respect. But he was trash. But I let him know, like, I was like, all right, cool, you know, keep going at it. And he was like, yo, we should do a song together. I was like, bro, I don't rap. He just kept pressuring it. I got on the song, I was trash. And it just kept snowballing from there, just kind of awoken a monster, really.
Okay. So we met some time back.
Facts.
A lot of people may not know that I also DJ, but we met at a 420 event some time back.
Shout out to the Stoners.
Yeah, for sure. Shout out to the Stoners. Let me ask you, how do you feel about the recent legalization of New York and New Jersey?
I love it. You know, shit, be real with you, I got a lot of trouble, you know, feel me? I was a part of the group that had to go through the trials and tribulations to everybody else to enjoy, so you're welcome.
I agree.
Got a lot of tickets.
Yeah.
But nah, I love it, you know. I ain't even gonna lie, I actually walked in, you know, my peoples came down from Ohio, and there was a dispensary in New York. You know, being a New Yorker, you had to hide that all the time. And walked into the dispensary, I'm like, yo, like, is this like a real? He's like, yeah. I was like, you need ID? Like, how does this work? You know, it felt like a newbie. So thank you, finally doing it, you know. It's a blessing. So.
And it's definitely been lovely, for sure.
You see how calm everybody is now.
Yeah, right? For sure. So while we're talking about legal things, you know, legalese, drill music. Recently, I'm sure you've heard in New York, there have been talks of banning drill music. You know, what do you think about drill music and the attention that it's gotten recently?
I mean, I can't say I'm a fan of it because it took me a minute to get into it. You know, it's all repetitive, if I'm being honest. Like, it's the same beats. So can't say I was a fan of it at first, but I respect it because you see the different artists and you see what they're doing with it. It's not just talking about drilling, talking about killing and all of that. Like, you do have, like, people that go on drill beats and actually say something on the drill beat. It don't matter what they're saying, but it might actually be something that's different than what New York is portraying it to be and trying to say that it's influence and all that. Like, nah. You know, the opportunities that you afford the people around you is what is influencing that. It ain't got nothing to do with drill in my world, in my opinion, as an artist. So
yeah, it's just people abusing it, you know, for sure.
There you go.
Yeah, so do you think rap is a dangerous career choice?
Nah, can't say that.
Okay.
Think about how many rappers move and have lived. Let's be realistic about the situation is when you're a gang artist, you know, and you come into the music industry, that is really what's getting you killed. That's where that attention is coming from. You got plenty of artists that move, plenty of artists that grow old in hip hop that's still out here touring where, you know, they ain't under the ground yet. So, nah.
Okay. So it's about how you carry yourself and what you get.
You put out the energy you put out is the energy you're gonna receive.
Word.
You know, I don't talk about death in my music like that. I don't talk about killing people because, you know, the tongue is a very powerful weapon.
So that's true. Well, let's step away from the music a little bit. We've been more like on the political side of things, but how do you manage your mental health?
Mary Jane.
Okay.
God, honestly, you know, I read the Bible every day.
Okay.
I pray, you know, I'm a Christian. You know, I got the Jesus piece of cross on my chest. So just that, you know, you can't control the world. So once you have an understanding of you not being able to control the world, you can just control your surroundings and what you surround yourself with. What you surround yourself with is gonna boost or enhance your mental, you know, the side of your mental health that you go on. So definitely weed though.
Yeah, definitely keep them spirits up for sure.
You know,
For sure.
it keeps me mellow. So.
Yeah. You have any talents outside of music?
Outside of music, define a talent. You know, I play the piano.
That's a talent.
I mean, that's music.
I mean, still, but that's that is a
I
talent.
grew up playing the drums. You know, I've played the drums my entire life. I've had a natural gift just for being handy, if that's a talent. Like,
yeah,
poetry. My little brother actually reminded me of that, you know. So I guess it was outside of that.
That's dope. So you have like formal training on the piano?
Nah, YouTube University.
YouTube University, man. That's dope though.
I got it. Like, I had some formal training on percussion. I went to military school and was in a band and all of that. So I have some formal training on how to read some percussion notes, but everything is honestly by ear.
Okay.
It's just, I just have been blessed to just be able to hear a note and find it on the piano and just go off of that, or hear a set on a drum set from whatever song and be able to play it out.
Word.
Yeah.
Are you doing any production?
Nah.
Okay. Well, I'm sure
I ain't that stage yet. I want to. You know, everything is a growth, everything is evolution.
Facts.
You know, I'm still in the mixing, producing myself, you know, the Russ route. Still doing that. I just started learning how to edit my own videos.
Fire.
You know, everything is a gradual step in this game.
Yes, sir. It's all about the level up.
That's facts.
Definitely. What's been the best advice you've ever received?
The best advice I've ever received. Yeah, I don't even know. Off the top of my head, I don't even know. It's probably something my mother said.
Okay. You never go wrong with that.
Yeah, honestly, like, you know, my mom is my prime example of a superhero. That's my real life superhero. So it's definitely probably something that she said.
Okay. Moms be dropping them gems, whether
Always.
first when we may not want to listen to it, and then they come back, be like, damn, you know, facts.
Wish I would have listened to them when I was younger.
Word. What's your favorite track by yourself? Tracks?
I got a lot. A couple unreleased.
Okay.
Off the album, PMF for sure.
That's the intro.
Yeah, that's the first song off the album. PMF. I was in a very cocky mood, and it kind of just showed my personality in that. Desires and Audemars.
Okay.
You know, those are my R&B, and Cola Cabana. Yeah, that was probably my. And Sleeper is definitely Hear Me, the last song off the album.
I like that Rose joint. That joint is tough too.
I appreciate that.
Sure,
you know, I
sure.
tried a 3-year project. It definitely went through some transformation.
Oh, that was over 3 years?
Yeah.
Wow.
It took me 3 years to make. I went through some transformations.
Okay.
Transformations, name change, title tracks, all of that.
What was your name change?
The first name of the album was Rise of a King.
Okay.
And then I switched it because I was going to do a joint album with Sully, and it was going to be Rise of Two Kings. And then I was like, I'll switch that to like, not as my debut, just as a joint project. So we'll probably rename that. And then Rose was just formed. And it was just off the concept of like all the stuff I've been through in my life. Growing up in Harlem, I rose from the concrete jungle. If you know New York, that's one of the nicknames for it. So, you know, I rose from that. You know, that's how the album came, and just every track list just gradually grew through my life, and I just had to keep going through stuff and rise in order to make these songs, and that's how Rose came about.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So what's next for King Nikque?
Oh man, next for King Nikque, I'm dropping the EP this month. It's for my grandmother. It's on her birthday. Rest in peace. It's gonna be something that I hope everybody enjoys. You know, if you enjoyed the album, you enjoy my music, you're gonna enjoy what I got coming up next, because it's just more growth, more elevation, more stories to be told. That's the type of lyricist that I am. And I don't really like calling myself a lyricist, but
You are, though.
yeah, you know, people call me, and I respect it. But my idols, because I don't really have idols, but my idols is Wayne and Biggie.
Okay.
You can't beat those two.
That's a lot of bars.
You feel me?
lot of
Biggie just
delivery.
he paints pictures. You hear Biggie rap, you see it. You know, you hear Wayne flow. You just like, how the hell did he mix these words together? These words are not supposed to go together. This rhymes. It's not supposed to happen.
Facts.
So I model my music after that. You know, I like to paint pictures. When you hear a song, I want you to see what I'm saying. You know, I want you to hear something. You might not catch it the first time, but you're gonna catch it when you play it back. Like, oh, all right, hold on. That kind of got, you know, it's a triple entendre type thing. So
Facts. That's peace. And I noticed that about your music, you know what I mean? You definitely you engage the listeners, you know what I mean? You want to like go in and learn more about what he's talking about. It's education too, educational bars. You know
I appreciate that, definitely.
Putting these guys on some game. Yes, sir. So do you have any shout outs? You got any shout outs?
Yeah, nah, definitely shout out to Kingpins, you feel me? Shout out to my mother, of course, you know, that's my heart. Rest in peace to my grandmother, you know you watching. And shout out to everybody that supports me, you feel me? I stream in 21 countries as an independent artist. Can't ask for more.
Big flex. Big flex.
You can't ask for more than to do that, so you feel me? Shout out to my guys. You know, shout out Nikque, you feel me? NJ Smokers Club. Those are my peoples, actually.
Yeah.
So shout them out, you feel me? Yeah. Everybody that supports, man. Love y'all.
Facts. You talk about the streams. Can you tell the people how they can connect with you on these social and these streams?
And you can follow me on Instagram at King Nikque, KINGNIKQUE. You can follow me on my Apple Music, Spotify, just Nikque, NIKQUE. Twitter, the Nikque J. Eason, which is NIKQUEJEASON. And yeah, you know, just stream the album, make it go crazy, you feel me? Enjoy the songs, and if you want, give me your honest opinion. I accept all criticisms and reviews. That's the way you grow as an artist, so.
Yeah. Nikque, man, appreciate you for coming up.
I
We got this
appreciate
dope
you,
content out there. Y'all go stream that album.
Definitely check out
Connect
the
with my
content,
guy, and we're going to keep it locked.
Definitely.
King Nikque.
Appreciate it.
P.A.U Studios, shooting everything. Movie status.